Hello and welcome to the Content Creation video course. For this first tutorial, I'll walk you through the simple formula for your ebook content creation. I like to call this rule the 5x5 formula. This simply means your content should at least have 5 points where each of the points will have another 5 subpoints. Let me illustrate an example for you. Let's say you're publishing content on how to create your ebook. Your content should have 5 main points, which I have listed accordingly. Then each of the main points, for example, the first point, creating content, will have a breakdown of another 5 points. This applies to all of the main points of your content. This will speed up your content creation journey and you will never go wrong. How to convert to PDF and password protect your ebook. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the steps in converting your Word document to PDF, as well as password protecting your completed ebook. The first step is to head to the top of your document and click on File. Then there will be a number of options for you to choose from. Select Export. When you have clicked on Export, you will then have 2 options, which is Create PDF XPS Document and Change File Type. Select Create PDF XPS Document. A window will pop up once you have clicked on the selection. This window will enable you to select where you want to save your exported file. To make it easier for you to search for your file, I recommend you save it on your desktop. The next step is to password protect your ebook. You can see on the right-hand side of the pop-up window there is an Options button. Click on it and a small pop-up window will appear. Under PDF Options, tick on the box that says Encrypt the document with a password. Then click OK. A window will pop up asking you for your password. Type in your preferred password and re-enter your password. When you are done, click OK. Then proceed to click Publish. Your document is now saved in PDF version and is secured. I recommend that you cross-check your saved document. When you open your document, a password will be required before you can view the content. When you have typed in your password correctly, you can then access your document and its full content. In this module, I will be showing you how to create your awesome content using Camtasia Studio. This will include editing, removing noises, creating transitions, and rendering your videos. Let's get started. Click Camtasia to run the program. To start, click Record on the top right screen, and a frame of what you want to record will pop up. This middle pointer allows you to adjust the position of the frame. What I want you to focus on is this box below it. Under the Select Area side, you have the option to do a full screen or a custom recording. Custom recording lets you choose your desired dimensions. On the right side is the recording inputs. Over here you can choose to turn on your camera while recording and also audio. Beside it is where you can adjust the volume of your audio. So make sure to adjust everything that I've mentioned before you start recording. You can do so by clicking the Rec button to record. Say for example you want to record this notepad. You need to make sure that it fits the frame. Anything outside of the frame won't be recorded. In the next module, I'll teach you how to edit your recorded video. Continuing where we left off, I am going to show you how to remove background noises from your video. All you need to do is click the Audio Effects option. Over here, you have some audio effects that you can choose from to manipulate your audio. To remove the background noises, just choose the Noise Removal option. Drag and drop the effects to your audio. As you can see, the effect is being automatically applied to your audio. Neat, right? That's all there is to it for the removal of background noises. In the next module, I'll show you how to apply transitions to your video. Welcome back. In this module, we're going to insert audio and video to your PowerPoint slides. First of all, for video, all you need to do first is to click on the Insert tab. Then, to the far right, click on the Audio button. Choose Audio from File to start importing your preferred audio from your computer. Once you insert the audio, a speaker and controller icon will appear. You can drag the icon to any position in slide. That's about it for adding audio. For video, go to the same Insert tab, look for Video and click Video from File. Choose your desired video and resize it to fit your slide. Just click the play button if you want to review the video. That's all for adding audio and video to your PowerPoint slides. Finally, in the next module, we're going to convert your default PowerPoint video format to a higher definition video format. Previously, I taught you how to edit and format both image and background image for your content. Now, I'll show you how to add some text effects to your content. First off, click on the text box of your text. From there, you can see a new tab called Format appear on top of your screen. Just like the previous module, in the Format tab, you'll get to see all kinds of editing sections available for your text. Since we only want to edit the text directly, we will be focusing on the Word Art Styles section. If you scroll down to it, you can see all kinds of instant text styles. Let's try choosing one. Note how once you've chosen the one that you want, you can see an immediate change to your selected text. Just like what you did on the previous module, you can edit the text further using the text fill, text outline, and text effect. Utilize all three options to get the best result for your text. For now, let's add a 3D rotation to the text. Go to Text Effect and choose 3D Rotation. Pick one of your preferred effects and apply it to the text. That's how you style up your text. At this point, you've mastered both image and text editing skills for your content video using PowerPoint. For the next part, I'll show you how to add audio and video to boost your content. Hello and welcome to the podcast video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the steps in creating your own podcast to market your brand and content. First off, what is a podcast? A podcast is most commonly known as Internet radio on demand. It usually comprises of a series of episodes of spoken audio which is often catered towards a specific niche or theme. It is different from traditional radio as it showcases original content and not just a repurpose of the radio's content. Podcasts are readily available online and you're able to subscribe to a podcast and get weekly updates of new episodes. This can be done via the podcast app on your phone, or you can even browse the podcast sites via desktop. You may listen to the podcast anywhere when you have downloaded the podcast series. How to start your own podcast? Starting up your own podcast is not impossible, but it does take some time for beginners. Bear in mind that it's not just simply audio recordings. You need to be committed and consistent in order to generate a loyal following, as well as producing valuable content. In order to produce quality content, you also need suitable equipment to start your podcast. The first equipment you need is a good quality microphone. This is important as you would want to produce crystal clear audio. Therefore, I recommend the Blue Yeti microphone. The Blue Yeti's quality is rich for its cost as compared to other microphones available out there. However, if you're just starting out, any microphone at hand would do, but make sure you're able to produce good audio. The second most important equipment is a computer. Any Windows computer or Mac would work fine to record, edit, and upload your audio recordings. The third equipment you need is an audio editing software. For beginners, I recommend Audacity as it is a free open source program. There are other options to choose from out there, but the license fees can get quite costly. When you have all the suitable equipment at hand and you've recorded your audio, you will then need to search for a place to host your podcasts. This step is crucial as it enables your podcast to be showcased on directories and apps. Where can you host your podcasts? There are a number of places to host your podcast. 1. SoundCloud. You can host your podcast on SoundCloud for free. The good thing about SoundCloud is that you can publish your audio almost instantly on the site itself. This makes it easy for you to share your podcast on various social media platforms. 2. Podbean. Podbean provides multiple platforms for hosting. The service also has its own iOS and Android app for listing. 3. Podomatic. This site is very user-friendly and offers free hosting with a sufficient bandwidth and storage for podcast beginners. There's also a pro option that allows you more bandwidth. 4. Amazon S3. Amazon S3 does offer a free plan, but your storage is quite limited. They offer a paid service, which is dependent on the storage and bandwidth you use. When you have hosted your podcast, you can now search for directories to get your podcast listed on. There are various platforms where you can get your podcast listed. However, most podcasters will recommend that you get listed on iTunes. iTunes is the most popular directory and has the largest reach as compared to the other directories. Welcome back. In this video tutorial, I'll walk you through the 5 tips to create compelling podcasts. There are 5 tips to produce unique, quality audio content. 1. Focus on your niche. 2. Choose a strong name. 3. Create a cover image. 4. Insert theme music. 5. Add podcast chapters. Firstly, focus on your niche. As you may know, there are various existing podcasts out there. However, you do not need to create an entirely new podcast even though most of the topics are already covered. All you need to do is repurpose and have your own spin of the topics. Make sure you identify your niche as well as your audience. It's better to be as specific and clear as possible on what you want to venture into. For instance, if you choose to create a podcast on internet marketing, you may focus your podcast on how to be a successful internet marketer. The second tip is to choose a strong name for your podcast. The name you choose for your podcast is important as your audience will search for your podcast using it. It also reflects exactly what your podcast is about. Thirdly, you need to create a cover image for your podcast. This is the first thing your audience will see once they come across your podcast. Therefore, it must be captivating enough to attract their attention. An image is also required if you wish to list your podcast on the iTunes directory. Make sure that your podcast cover is also related to your content. The 4th tip is to insert theme music. This will make your podcast more memorable to your listeners. You may access free tunes for your podcast on sites like Free Music Archive and Vimeo's Music Store. The 5th tip is to add podcast chapters. This gives your users more control on what they choose to listen to. They can skip or select segments that they choose to listen to. They work like chapters in a book. When arranging your podcast in chapters, it represents your podcast in a more organized manner. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can further personalize your pages and posts in WordPress using personalization texts, or also known as shortcodes given by Wishlist. First up, I'm going to show you an example of what you can do. It doesn't matter what theme you're using. First, click on Edit and add in Post. Again, this is just an example. What I want to draw your attention to is there is a section here called WLM Shortcodes. When you pull down this menu, you will see that there are shortcodes. Then there will be a list of shortcodes where you can further add into the content of your website. For example, WLM underscore first name and WLM underscore last name means that your member's first name and last name has already been added into the membership site. Another element you would want to focus on will be the WLM underscore login form. You can choose to put this anywhere on the page in the widgets. Therefore, whenever someone logs into the membership site, the page will be further personalized. So here's an example. I'm going to add in a short code, which is the WLM underscore first name. Now I'm going to click Update or Save and view the page. As you can see here, the name of the member is already embedded into the page. This is good for you as it allows your membership site to be widely personalized, as well as giving a better experience to your members. Hello and welcome back. This video tutorial will teach you how to protect your pages. When you have your contents ready to go in your WordPress site, the next thing you would want to do is to tag the pages. That's the purpose of having this membership script. So when you're in the draft mode for pages, and if you scroll below, you may see the Wishlist member option. The default setting is listed as No, do not protect the content. Non-member can access it. Therefore, anyone can access it. This page is meant for paying members only, so the next thing you would want to do is opt for Yes, protect this content, members only. The next question you'll be asked is, select the membership level that can access this content, which means who can access the content. Therefore, if you have only one membership level, then opting for Charter will make sense. However, if you have multiple membership levels, you will have to decide which particular membership level will have access to this page. That's all there is to it. Frankly speaking, you do not have to change your settings, but if you're looking for something more advanced, you can consider enhancing your options further. Once you've updated your page, it'll be protected and no non-members can view this page. Welcome back. In this video, you'll learn what is print on demand and how it works. What is print on demand? Products such as manuscripts, books, or CDs are printed or produced individually when there is a demand or order placed. This is different from your normal publishing, as products are not produced in bulk before promotion or sales. Print-on-demand publishing has become more and more prevalent, especially among independent or self-publishing parties. How does print-on-demand work? It's quite simple. You only produce what is in demand. A print-on-demand publisher will have digital files of a product. They will only print or produce a product when it is ordered and will ship the order to the customer when it is ready. Let's illustrate an example. Let's say you have an audio home study course on how to lose weight by eating clean. You already have the readily made digital files and you do not produce it physical copy straight away. You only produce the physical CD when a customer orders or demands for it, regardless of the quantity. Why print on demand? There are 5 key benefits of print on demand. 1. Make more money out of your products. When you choose to publish with commercialized publishing companies, it will drastically affect your profit margin. For instance, the founder of Lulu.com, Bob Young, when he wrote his own book and had it published by a world-leading publishing company, only made $2,311 from the net profit of $500,000. Self-publishing enables you to set your price and profit from your own work. It also helps you to make money and save money. 2. No upfront printing or storage costs. No physical copies are held, therefore no bulk upfront printing costs are incurred. This also saves you the storage costs to store the printed copies. 3. Your product is readily available for sale. Unlike physical copies that are produced and printed beforehand, which require some time, when you print on demand, your products are ready to be sold anywhere and any time. All you need to do is convert your digital copy to a physical copy and ship your order. 4. Changes can be made almost instantly. When you detect an error or you need to improvise your content, you can easily make changes as you are dealing with the digital copy of your product. This takes time if you're dealing with in bulk, readily printed products. 5. Gives more control and power to self-publishers. You have complete control of the editing, design, as well as distribution process. You are also fully aware of where your money goes and the profit you make. Having listed out the pros of print on demand, there is a drawback of print on demand. As you are not producing your products in bulk, the cost may be higher. However, you are saving a lot from not spending money up front in the initial step.